morning, good evening and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are back with another career mode rebuild. This time we are in Monaco. The main reason to overtake PSG. You know, I've been seeing PSG, the transfers they've made this summer are incredible. And what's quite strange is they put in a transfer budget for Donnarumma. I'm fairly sure he didn't move for 167 million. Anyway, we have moved to Monaco. We've quite fallen off it in the recent years. The emergence of Lille, Marseille dabbled here and back. Monaco had a great season when they won it with Mbappe, but ever since they've been in a downward spiral. I mean, and looking at this team, we've got the four here, incredibly solid homegrown players, I believe. Also, we've got Nubel in goal. I'm gonna try to keep him. This is such a good team. Like, I think we can really do some damage with it. I'm not sure how I feel about this formation. We've got three great strikers, Volans, Ben Yedder and Boadu, and only one position for strikers. I know Volans playing as a false 9 kind of cam behind him, attacking midfielder, but something like this, or even like a 5 at the back early on, like that, might be what we go with. Our first season of transfer business is done, and we've made a lot of money. Like, actually, I want to show you first the most crazy bit of transfer business that I saw going on. For some strange reason, once I get there, why? You know, that 7.5 million is probably going a long way to helping out Derby. They probably really needed that. But why did PSG want Bielik? He wasn't good enough at Arsenal, and he's fine at Derby, he's nothing special. Derby fans probably tell me I'm wrong. But here we go. Looking at the transfers we brought in first. Brought in Dodo as a right back replacement to lead our line at the right wing back. I've never used him before, I don't believe, and I wanted someone young, a Brazilian talent. We don't have enough of those in the squad, so you could always do with one. Next, brought in Axel Zagadou. In real life, he is leaving Dortmund. They're not going to renew his contract, but you know, we're a season back, but I'm making that transfer anyway. I wanted a third centre back. This is a great third centre back option we have. And we have brought in Nubel as well. And this is probably the most unrealistic one, Alexander Nubel on a permanent. However, Nubel and his agent have said if Bayern Munich choose Neuer over him, he will go somewhere on a permanent. So we chucked our hat in the ring, and he's been happy to come back to us. Because in real life, Nubel's having an incredible season for Monaco, one of the best keepers in Europe even. And I can't see Bayern Munich parting with Manuel Neuer. Departures now. Gelson Martins for 15 million to Ajax. I'm so happy to see him go, to be honest. I thought he had the strangest hair. That must have changed recently because I don't remember looking at that before. Sofiane Diop. Normally I use this guy because he's great in career modes. I do feel like he used to have a face scan. I'm definitely wrong on that. But he has boatloads of potential. Sold for 58 million to Inter Milan. I wish him all the best. The Sidibe now didn't really do good at Everton. A bit older. Happy I was fine seeing him leave to Ajax. He left today on the transfer deadline day. It looks like Ajax have only given him a 1-year deal, interestingly enough. So if Dodo doesn't work out or needs backup, you can bring him in for free. Great bit of business there. Aguilar, the other right back, we've also sold both of them. I don't want two good centre backs blocking Dodo's path. Both of them are 27 or 28 plus. Both of them won't really develop much. 14 million to Real Sociedad, again, good luck. I don't actually know too much about Aguilar, but I do know about this squad here. And I'm putting Boadu as like a starting option instead of Volans. Volans is on the bench, hopefully he doesn't mind too much. I thought I sold Crepin. Must be wrong there. Got Pele on the bench, I guess. So our squad's looking like this now. It could still do improvements, to be honest. Those improvements won't come in this window. Possibly December, but more likely next summer. I'm quite happy with the squads, but it's very thin, especially looking onto the bench. But what I would say is that massive offer for Diop allowed us to reject offers for Tchouaméni or Aurélien Tchouaméni. It allowed us to reject offers from Kevin Volland. I think we received a few Premier League offers. We also rejected some for Fofana. I think Leicester offered. We already had 50 million. These guys are happy at the club. Why sell them? You know, this is a very young core now. Or everyone, apart from like Ben Yedder, the captain, is very young. So we can do bits. Hopefully the squads develops well this season. Pushing us into our Champions League is where I realistically want to be finishing. You know, with PSG buying players like Hernandez, it might be a few years before we tackle them yet. But Champions League should be possible. I'm assuming the end of the season, well, next time you'll see me will be the end of the season, and if something huge happens in January, see you then. When I said that we can make it to a European Cup final, didn't really mean Conference League. You know, it's fine, I guess. We're playing against the team who won it in real life, Jose Mourinho's Roma, and I think it's fair to say that Roma have had a bit of a harder road to get to this final. It's whatever, it's not the end of the world. It also looks like you made it to the semi-finals of the Coupe de France. Surprise loss to Stade de Reims. That would tell me that we might have injuries, seemingly true of Olympiacos as well. Looking at the squads, and it's grown quite nicely, to be fair to it. I'm going to jump into this match against not Lens, against Roma. Let's go, come on Monaco. Zagreb really passing the ball out very high on the pitch against Tammy Abraham. Then charging forward onto Boadu. Boadu gets lovely great pass towards that spin at Zola. Again pass to Chris Maldini. Right into the back of the net. We're 1-0 up against Roma. Within 20 minutes, Marlon Boadu. Love to see it. Come on Monaco. Roma looking for an instant reply after that. Jose Mourinho doesn't looking like that one laying down. Passing the ball to Tammy Abraham. Great hold up striker. And what a through ball. And what a goal that is. Couldn't do much to stop that there. Tammy Abraham hold it off to defence. Little ball back. Through ball right through our defence. And it's 1-1. Good works to again. Come on lads. Who's that number 7 for Roma? Is that Pellegrini? Centre mid, he's been destroying us, and that's Zaniolo. Oh, for God's sake, lads. 2-1 down in the Conference League final. We've got to give a better show of ourselves than this. We've been very poor since that goal. Showed by Ben Yedder, the captain, is giving it away. Go on. We're going to go in at half time, put all our heads together, and we can try to get an equaliser here. We've gone at half time, had a massive shout of the lads for throwing away a 1-0 lead really. And Sclovin to Boadu. Fofana now, running into acres of space. He's going to go for the shot. And there we go. Shout out the lads, and we're right back in it. 2-2. Come on. I just messed up here lads. We're in the second half of extra time and I've just given away a penalty. That's not what you want to see at all whatsoever. Tammy Abraham to take it. The Conference League final trophy to win. Oh, and it's saved. Come on. Newell's joining us on the permanent has just saved us, the Conference League. Now we all got to do is win it. I've changed formation, moved Glovin up from deep midfield 3 to a top midfield position. Hopefully that gives us the spark we need. Or not, as we just conceded. Tammy Abraham, after some very poor defending, has won it for Roma. With that Mkhitaryan off the posts and a very lucky rebound right to the feet of Tammy Abraham, and he's not going to miss from there. Let's just have a look at the replay from that. Yeah, the defence was very slow to react to that. Newell can't do it all on his own. We've got some major improvements to do before seriously challenge. Just as in real life, Roma have won the Conference League trophy again. You see how much it means to the players, you saw how much it meant to the Roma fans in real life. How huge this trophy was, the first trophy they've got in 15 years. It's a shame to lose it. We've had a very un-Monaco window, as you can see, for outgoings and ingoings. 66 million, 65 million in, 80 million out. And you got to say, we've upgraded. Kyle Henrique's buyout clause was bought from Juventus, 40 odd million. De Sassi was also bought from AC Milan, bought 36. And Dodo, Barcelona came in offering us Pjanic. I said no, I want Serginho Dest, because similar ratings if I could get away with it. And then they offered us Javi. So yeah, we'll take Javi. You got Gomez, the left wing back from Anderlecht. That felt like a bit of a Monaco signing, a bit of an unknown left back. Also built on Griezmann and Reggie Cannon. And I'm loving how the squad's looking. Ben Yedder, Boadu and Griezmann up front. It's going to be hard for Boadu to get any game time. Hopefully he does. Don't want to hurt his development too much, but you know, we've got some great strikers at the club now. Speaking of, we've moved Volans back into a cam role, as we don't have any other attacking midfielders in the squads. Apart from Glovin on the pitch, obviously, he should not be captain. Let's give that to Tchouameni after he stayed at the club. That's a great midfield. Javi and Tchouameni, probably two of the best midfielders of next generation. You've got Reggie Cannon, Gomez, Salusti also joined us last, just before the window started. We made that deal happen. And you've got to say, this squad's already grown so much. You know, we're going to since the end of the season now, or I'll do some contracts before then. But hopefully we can push on and everything. And if anyone is saying that the transfers we brought in weren't realistic, I just want to point to you that we had a budget of over 112 million. Okay, you know, see those earnings. You know, it's not realistic to buy. Well, it's not that bad to bring Griezmann, say. But if you have a budget like that, yeah, of course we're going to do big signings. At the end of the season, and it looks like we must have made it quite deep into Champions League. Was that a semi-final against Man City? Or was that a quarter-final? We'll have a look in a second. It also looks like we've made the French Cup against Olympique Lyon. And let's see how we've done in the league. Yeah, I know we made the French Cup final. And we got the league with 91 points! I swear that's the most Alex Ferguson's team got in the Premier League. I would say this is a much easier league than the Premier League. You know, teams like Clermont Foot, Stade Brestol, Brest, Lens. Well, Lens are decent this season. Yeah, I mean, there's some real fodder in this league. But one loss all season, almost went unbeaten. You know, we've done it the Arsenal Invincibles way, more draws than I can count. But 91 points, lads, isn't bad. PSG down in thirds, absolutely bottled it, 71 points, not good enough. Having a look at the squad now, or no, let's have a look at what we're doing with Champions League, because Man City in the semis or quarters. Interesting. There you go, Man City in the semis. You brought them the whole way to penalties. We could, realistically lads, we could have made the finals, just penalties went our way. That's very unfortunate. Soft from the group stage, we came second in the group to Dortmund. Spurs bottled it, you know, it's the history of the Tottenham. Then the round of 16, we beat Bayern Munich. Right, sounds. Then we beat Sevilla on penalties. And obviously, as you know, we lost to City. So it's fair to say that we've had an incredible season. The squad's now looking incredible as well, as always. Javi's grown decent amounts. Badiashile is at 88, I think I saw. He must be insane. God, we've had a lot of goal scorers. So top goal scorer is Ben Yedder with 26 goals, 4 assists. Ben Yedder doing Ben Yedder things. Volland also 21 goals. even though he's not a starting cam. Glovin still got 39 starts, so you guess he's a starting cam. Already into Tchouameni, 18 goals, 10 assists, that is elite from a midfielder. And Griezmann also with 13 goals and 3 assists. Interesting to see that Boadu got 11 as well. Love to see that. He's still getting game time with 37 games, is more than enough for 22-year-olds. And somehow Sergio Gomez from Anderlecht, Belgium League, got 12 and 12. That's 44. That's incredible from a left wing back. Love to see that. I mean, that must be why we had done so amazing in the league this season, and in the Champions, in everything we've done amazing. You know, we were that close to doing a treble. If we beat Man City in penalties, we could really realistically done that. I mean, it's all good me saying that. I'm going to sim this game against Olympique Lyon, just for you to see. We are away. Lyon's got a good team. I love that midfield from them. Cresswell at left wing back's interesting, but whatever. We're going to quick sim this. There we go. That's a second. That's 2 trophies in 2 years for Monaco. Ben Yedder with brace and Tchouameni in the 97th minute. What a game that must have been. Well, now I'm very excited for next season. You know, next season we could realistically be winning Champions League, take it one step further. It is a big ask. There we go, Griezmann's just dropped 1 overall. We're going to need Boadu to step up massively next season. I want him to get to an 85 rated at least. But then yeah, Ben Yedder hopefully he didn't drop either. Let's go for Champions League. I mean, he's got another 1 overall this season. I'm speechless, lads. It's been an incredible season for the club. This time, lads, we've done all our business a month early. You may see there, Giovanni Reina has joined the squad. And a notable, what's the Russian guy, I can't remember his name, Volans? No? Oh, there we go. It was important anyway, he's left us. Let's look at the transfer history. I think I forgot to do this last season, which is a shame. There we go, Glovin left us, there we go. Big transfers out, Ben Yedder's out, he left us, Dupin Monte Calcio. Probably been the MVP of his career so far, but he is 84 rated, going down. 32 years of age. If someone offers you £61 million from 32 years of age, you've got to take it. So instead we went to Newcastle, got in Saint-Maximin. I'm fairly sure he was already at Newcastle, was he not? So at Monaco, maybe in his early years, I think, I seem to remember. Anyway, he's back at the club now, same rating as Ben Yedder, just 6 years younger. For only 7 million more, you know, you can't be upset with that. I'm very excited to see how he plays. And as I've already said, a bit of a steep transfer. Giovanni Reina paid £32 million for him, plus Alexander Glovin. You know, I saw that our best cam last season was Volans. He's now 30. Let's bring someone in who's really young, give him game time alongside Volans, who's gone up to an 85, I think. I'm not too sure what's happening in his career. People just seem to go strange ratings. Also brought in Toffolo, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Surprised me to find out he has a face scan. I'm not sure where he's from. He's a free agent, just as a left wing backup. Because I forgot we had Jacobs, and he's been complaining about wanting to leave for a while now. Anyway, none of that particularly matters. What does matter is we won the Coupe de Triomphe, or whatever it is. Super Cup. We won the Super Cup against Rennes. So this is your season. This is your team for season 3 now. We're gonna sim to the end of the league. You know how it goes, and hopefully more trophies in sight. Let's go Monaco. Well, lads, what a career it's been. In 3 seasons, we've made it to another Coupe de France final. You know, that's the most important thing, against Nice. We've also got a little bit of business with the Real Madrid game. which is, don't skip it, Jesus. Okay, somehow we have a manager rating of 69, nice. Tielemani's got a ban for the game, not so nice. Okay, we might be in trouble here. We're missing our captain, 90 rated Tielemani. That's not what I wanted to see. I was very excited to use him in game. But our team is looking good. Javier at 86, Reina 85, so the lowest member of the team. Salisu as well is also 85. Everyone else not one to look at. Everyone else is just looking class. Looking at our top performers this season. There we go, it's a Maximin on the wing. 27 goals, 13 assists. What's that? 14 all competitions. See, 40 goals and assists in all competitions. Unreal from him. He barely strings together 10 at Newcastle. Come back to Monaco, one of the best players in the world. 55 games. Next game we've got Boadu. I think he's played a bit of rotation with Griezmann. Still got 24 and 4. Very impressive from a young 23-year-olds. You know, he should be hitting his prime maybe next year, the year after, if we don't win this final against Madrid. Griezmann, what's the signing he's been also for the club? At 31 years of age, everyone wrote him off. We got one cheap from Barcelona. Last season he was immense, getting us to the semi-final. This season I'm sure he has helped out in the final. There we go, two goals on the way to the Champions League final. 22 in all competitions. Volland as well, 31 years old, 20 in all competitions. Javi, 22 in all competitions from midfield. It's a shame that Tielemani's had a bit of a down year from last. He's still got to a 90 rated overall. I really want to use him. I might just play the Coupe de France final afterwards off camera, just so I can use that guy. He looks unreal. Very happy that we haven't received any major offers from him. Giovanni Reina's also not done brilliantly, but he has been the backup to Volland. Still got up to 85 rated. Not bad. And here we are at one of the biggest homes of football, the San Siro, for this Champions League final. Real Madrid versus Monaco. I'm going to say, 3 seasons in the future, the San Siro will be shutting down. It's going to be the last game it ever played at this cathedral of football. So aptly named the new stadium, La Cathedral, for AC Milan and Inter Milan. I think they're showing it still. I think it's fair to say we've had the harder journey of it. Mind you, we did Barcelona in the semi-final, which was fun, but we had to beat Liverpool, PSG, Bayern Munich. Both teams more than deserve to be here. But if we're talking about competition that we faced, some of Europe's best sides, most elite sides in that bracket. I'm very proud of these boys. You know, none of these guys were that good. None of these guys, I don't think any of these guys are Champions League winning quality right now. It shows how the system's working. 5 back, protecting our players. But it's going to be interesting to see how they perform against Camavinga, Rodrigo, Vinicius, and Benzema. That's going to be fun. can't wait to see how that turns out. Hopefully the fire back can help nullify them, you know, with a centre back and a wing back on each winger. Then you've got another centre back man marking Benzema midfield. You've got 3 in there, 3. We've then got Olmo and Casemiro versus Fofana, Tielemani and Giovanni Reina. And we've got to hope our 2 boys up front, St. Maximin and Moal and Boadu, have more than enough to pull through in this game. We're playing one of Madrid, we're playing the champions of the Champions League, really, aren't we? I can't remember how many times they've won it now. But you know, whenever they're in the final, you can't count them out. In the Champions League, you never count out Madrid. Can't emphasise enough how important it is that we can't let Madrid score first. It is crucial. You saw against Liverpool how once they got that 1 goal, they just shut everything off. You know, Courtois turned into a brick wall, and we're in through here. Sergio Gomez to Boadu, and Boadu's been here from the very start. Yes, an important goal, such an important goal against Real Madrid. Now they have to come and attack us. We can try to They can leave the defence more exposed, and we can try get another one. This plays right into our hands. Mr. Ancelotti, if he's still there, he's furious. You can see the eyebrows already. Madrid are kicking off, and we've already put so much pressure on them to give us the ball back. Giovanni Reina failed to get past Militao. He's looking much better in FIFA than he does in real life, by the way. Courtois just fumbled that. Oh my god! How many times do you see that in FIFA? Thibaut Courtois just pulled a carriers. Pass back. Giovanni Reina, the man from San Sebastian, has put us 2-0 up against Real Madrid. Surely we're filling the driving seat, lads. I don't want to jinx it, but it's our game to lose now. Might as well. I should have let the replay run, because we're straight back into another one. Great ball up into Giovanni Reina again. Man, the match display so far. He skips around Courtois. Oh, beautiful. I think I kind of bottled that, but the sting over Courtois. Taking him out the game there, Courtois is having a nightmare of a game. Giovanni Reina fully capitalising on that. Can't believe how good he's been for us in this game. He's not had a great season. We gave him a nod over Volans, and he's repaying our trust with a great performance. 3-0 up in the first half against Real Madrid. Fairly late on in the second half now, I can't see much more happening. Just blow the whistle, ref. Give us our trophy, 3-0 up. Gonna be a bit cocky at this stage. And that's Benzema, great tackle by Badiashile. Yeah, we're running rings around them, lads. Look at this football. Giovanni Lo Celso, man of the match, 10 out of 10 performance. Boadu, also great performance. In the same Maximin, 4-0. Real Madrid will never forget this day. World football will never forget the day that Monaco beat Madrid 4-0 in the Champions League final. Utterly embarrassed, tail between their legs. And there we have it, lads. 4-0. An absolute bumping of Madrid in the final. I didn't think this team had it in them. Honestly, I thought we were going to struggle today. Thought we were going to have to come back next season. Maybe in the season afterwards. With a fully 90 rated squad to have to win the Champions League. That's normally how we do it over here. But no, it's an incredible performance from everyone on the team. What a fun team this is. Did not imagine getting Sek Maximin at the start of his career. Masterstroke by him, you've got to say. Masterstroke by our manager. I think it's a fairly realistic sport, apart from Giovanni Reina. But Giovanni Reina left Real Sociedad. You got to like from Real Sociedad up to Monaco. That's a sideways step in his career, especially where we were in the Champions League semi-final. It's a realistic transfer in my books. And Badiashile to lift the trophy. Monaco's name forever in the halls of history. I'm not sure if this is the first Champions League trophy that Monaco have won. And if it is, that's a huge achievement for the lads. For Aurélien Tchouameni, that's what I'm trying to say. Aurélien Tchouameni left on the bench, got a suspension in the Liverpool game. That might have been a tactical foul to get us through to this final in the San Siro. We're going to get him on the pitch celebrating with us. Are you allowed to do that? I'm pretty sure when Chelsea won it last season, they had Thiago Silva and Mason Mount celebrating from the stands. They came onto the pitch, I'm fairly sure. I'm seeming to remember. It doesn't matter. Look, Grea's not on the pitch. That must be the first Champions League of his career. And what's career revival Griezmann's had. So many of these players have been counted out. A lot of them being destined for the biggest step in their careers, like Zagadou, who was saying he's been a great French centre back. Not really done it. Same with Volans. He did great with France. Griezmann's had a great revival. It's been a great career, lads. If you've liked what you've seen, please leave a like, maybe subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.